Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to show you how to successfully complete and successfully upload and file your marriage application and subsequent documents with the Superior Court of the Virgin Islands. We ask that you register as an eFile user on our website, vicourts.org. Once you're at that website, you should be able to log into our eFile portal. I will begin sharing my screen and we will attempt to walk you through the successful completion. This is our website. It is www.vicourts.org. The video that you are watching right now should be on our website. After the completion, we will try to upload that video on the tab and it will be marked how to file your marriage application successfully. So with that, we are going to go to where you could file your marriage application, and that is on our eFile portal. You could find that portal at usviefile.vicourts.org. Once you have successfully registered as an eFile user, you will be able to create your marriage application filing. We are going to proceed with the creating of the filing steps. If you need how to actually register, we could advise you on that, but it is, like I said, on our website. You could go to USVI eFile. I've already logged in, so of course it takes me to the screen for me to create my filing. I am going to start by creating a filing. And this banner lets me know how my case number should be added in the event I had a case number. However, this is something new, so we are going to select the court, Superior Court of the Virgin Islands. We are going to choose the option of a new case. We are also going to choose the location, and this should be the location for where you want your marriage filed, if it is St. Croix or St. Thomas. You're going to choose your case category of family. You're going to choose your case type of marriage, and then you will choose your case subtype depending on what marriage you're going to file. 90% of you will be choosing marriage regular, and then you will choose your type of initiating document, and then you will choose marriage application. So before you click next, this is what your screen should look like. Your location, the family category, the marriage, it's regular, it's an initiating document that you're filing, and it's an application. I am going to urge you to only upload your application and your cover sheet in the first step of filing your marriage application. We ask that you hold off on adding the colored documents or voluminous documents or documents that may have that may appear as a picture or an image, because that will slow or error your filing and then causes you to have multiple transactions. So we are going to ask in your first step to only do your marriage application and your cover sheet. We are going to click next. And then we are going to add our parties. This tab at the top, your tabs actually allows you to, gives you some help in figuring out where you're at in your filing process. The first step is to add your party. Even though it says add another, you will add both parties in this screen. You're going to add spouse one. It is, of course, self-represented and you're a person. So we are going to add spouse one's name, the mailing address of spouse one, we are going to add our email address that we want the court or the clerks to use when they are communicating with us via email. And we could also add, of course, a phone number in the event the clerk needs to contact you by phone. So this is your screen. This is party one, spouse one, and we are going to hit save. After that is done, we are going to stay on this screen and we are going to add spouse two and repeat the steps. So spouse two, your representation, it's a person. You're going to add the address and whatever else is applicable on this screen. I am, for the purpose of this presentation, just adding the same numbers and email address so you get an idea of what the fields are that should be completed. So this is only for the purpose of demonstration. All right, we are now going to save. At the end of our party tab, we should have both parties, spouse one and two, our addresses. We shouldn't have any attorneys in here because it's most likely not an attorney filing it. If there were an attorney filing it, that would be applicable, and that is the information you would put in. And then we are going to hit next. Once we hit next, we are filing on behalf of both spouses. So we could check the box at the top that selects both spouses. We are now seeing where our money is being added. It's $100 for your application fee, $100 for your license. And of course, here you could choose either of the parties. If the person who's filling it out or doing the e-filing wants to put their information, feel free to do so because that's the person who's paying. And then if you are going to pay in person, you will select will pay in person. And then that, of course, makes this a 0. If you are going to do the transaction through our system and stay on the screen and add to the card and pay with your credit card, then this will remain blank. So you will click next once you have selected your option. When you've selected next, it takes you now to our upload tab. Of course, we're moving through the tabs based on our filing. We are only uploading our application. So just a reminder, in the first time that you're filing your application, please only file your application and cover sheet. We are going to choose the file, which is our marriage application. Once we file the application, please do not click add another. What you will do is click next. There's no reason to add request confidential or the reason because all of our marriage applications are configured to be treated a certain way when the clerks accept them. So there's no need to fill anything else out here. All you're doing is uploading your application. You're going to click next. Once you have successfully clicked next, you should be able to come to your filing summary screen. This gives you a brief summary and just allows you to recap where you're at with your filing. You want to make sure that you selected the right case location. You want to be sure that both parties are here. Make sure that the party information appears. This documents area is very crucial. You want to make sure that when I am on my filing summary, I could open my application that I just uploaded. If this is, successful, then you're good. You should be able to see your fees that are being posted and the fact that you're going to pay them at the end. So like I said, repeating, if this document opens, you have a green light. If the document does not open, you are allowed to go back to your document upload screen, remove it, and then start over. You don't have to start over from the beginning. So we are going to add our cover sheet by doing add associated filing. When that associated filing screen comes up, we're choosing the same option of initiating document, and we are going to choose marriage support and documents. And from there, we click next. The party screen comes up just as a verification. And then, of course, you choose the parties. This should not populate a fee because there's no separate fee for that. Then you will click next and you choose your cover sheet. And then from here, you are going to click next. So you just repeat the steps without having to go back and do it separately. So once your step is repeated, you do the same recheck and verification. You try to open your document once again, your cover sheet opens, you are good to go. And then we are successfully finished. We're finished now with adding just those two documents, your application and your cover sheet. We are going to add this filing to our cart so that we could check out and wait for the clerks to get back to us with a approval. Once we have added to the cart, it will take me to a filing screen that allows me to see everything that I am going to file. If I were to just check out based on everything that's in my cart, of course, there's a total, but for you, you should only have the number 1 and a total of $200. And then you would proceed with checkout with NCORT and then successfully enter your information that relates to your card, and then you should get a submission number. Once that is done, the clerks will get back to you and you will be able to get that case number and create another filing. So we're going to just create another filing in the Superior Court with an existing case number. So if your case number is given to you with the case year and an actual case number, we are now able to proceed with entering our additional or supporting documents. You would choose the parties. Of course, it's both parties you're filing on behalf of. You would click next, and then you're going to choose your file. Once you've chosen the file, just be mindful that you cannot upload multiple documents in this area. It has to be one document at a time. If you want to upload multiple documents here, you should just choose all of your supporting documents, save them as one file, and then you could attach it here where it says choose file. You're going to click next once all of your supporting documents have been uploaded. So if it's your marriage, the copy of your passport, copy of your license, the proposed marriage license, the litigant form, all of that could be done as a package if you want to upload that. If not, then you upload them individually. You would click next. Once the documents have been successfully uploaded, you have an opportunity to check the blue page once again to make sure the document does give you a successful appearance. If it does not, and this says that the document is not available, you should go back to the document section, which is right here, and you should try to replace it or remove this document so that you could start over uploading the correct document. That is a good way to check to make sure that your document is visible once it comes over to the clerk side, and that is by checking this page on the right-hand side. From there, we're going to add to cart. Once you add to cart, and you have to go through this step only because our system does not allow you to skip that process. Although there are no additional fees related to your marriage supporting documents, it should show up as 0. You would choose, of course, in my example, there's multiple documents to be checked out. But if this was just you doing it for the first time, you would see your document, it would be 0, and then you go ahead and do checkout with NCORT, and that would take you to the checkout screen. It wouldn't give you any prompt for a credit card because there's no filing fee for that. And then that would take you to the end of both your new filing as well as your existing filing. So we are going to make sure that all of our clerks are provided with this information so that they could assist you with making sure that your application is successfully filed upon your marriage ceremony. It is by law, you have to return that marriage license form with your witnesses and your officiant's signature. When that is returned and the clerk has processed it as a returned license, you are able to obtain a certified copy, as many as you would like. You are able to obtain certified copies of that license for your record. If you would like to have that emailed to you, you could go ahead and ask the clerk to email you the license. You could go back actually to that case and you would see the docket of the license once you are finished with getting your case number, your marriage is done. You could actually go back to that eFile and you are able to successfully retrieve that license. One step that was not pointed out is that when you file your application, you get your case number and the clerk is able to provide you with a green light, meaning that everything is successfully filed. You have all that's required. We could send you the proposed license by email. That proposed license should be taken with you to your ceremony. And your officiant, your witnesses, you guys would sign that and then you would bring it back to the court. If you have no means of printing your license and you would like the court to print it and you come to the physical court location and retrieve it, we are happy to do so. Please advise the clerk and we will have the physical copy waiting for you to retrieve. We hope this helps. We are hoping that this would help you with successful application and we wish you the best. Thank you for allowing us to assist you.